And that's how you make another masterpiece. Well, that's all well and good for you, Ewan, with your fancy drawing papers and your brand name ballpoint pens. Well, it's just some markers on a bit. But what about the rest of us? What about those of us who can't necessarily afford such opulence? Such gratuitous signs of fame and success that you yourself have so clearly been able to achieve. Huh? Well, all right then. Let's... Oi mate, have you got a quid? No. As it happens, I've got 4 quids. £4 coins. Oh really? And what are you going to do with 4 fucking pound coins? Well, I'll tell you, you fucking knob jacket. I'm going to buy some sodding art materials with these 4 fucking pound coins. Yes, I've many a time had comments and questions about, oh, what kind of pen do you use? Oh, what kind of paints do you use? Oh, but I can't afford the top of the line pens and paints like you. Well then, how about you go to a fucking pound shop and you get 80 bits of paper, 16 felt tip pens, 30 colouring pencils, and 20 fucking ballpoint pens for £4, £1 each. 20 ballpoint pens, that works out at 5p a pen for £1. Yep, does that work out maths wise? 5 pence per pen. They're probably shit, but it might just be the case that they are, in fact, at least serviceable. You can actually use them. Colouring pencils, these are some weird looking, they're all like very toned down, like slightly desaturated colouring pencils, but colouring pencils nonetheless, and only for £1. And these are not just felt tip pens, they're thick and thin. They got double-ended, like a sex toy of some description. For £1, can you believe that? 4 quid gets you 80 bits of paper. That's 80 potential pieces of artwork, or 160 if you're going to go on both sides of the sheet. But it's probably quite thin paper, so double-sided it might not be. Those are double-ended. This probably isn't good for double-sided. But point is, so let's make some cheap fucking artwork, yeah? Right, let's thin, thick, cool. What should we draw? Alright, everyone loves some Spongebob, don't they? So let's draw some Spongebob, eh? I mean, already I can tell the ink flow in these things isn't fantastic. But, it's the point is that you're just making shit. It doesn't have to be fantastic. You're not painting the fucking Mona Lisa. You're not reinventing the wheel here. So let's just create, yeah? Let's just have fun and enjoy making, as opposed to worrying about if it's fantastic, high-end artwork or not. How about it doesn't fucking matter? Shit. One tip when doing fun things like this is to sometimes not use black as an outline. Sometimes it's nicer to use like a brown, as you see I'm doing right here in this case. The black might be a bit too harsh, so hit this fucker up with some brown and shit. Yeah? Yeah. Of course, they're not going to be the fucking best quality pens and shit in the world. But if it's that or none, if it's no pens or some kind of bad pens, then maybe you're better off having some kind of bad pens. Because then it's better to at least draw something than draw fucking nothing, isn't it? So he might look like a bit of a bootleg budget Spongebob. But it's a fucking Spongebob nonetheless, isn't it? And a lot of that is obviously down to how I'm drawing it, as opposed to the materials with which I am drawing him. Should we give him his dope little fry cook hat? Yeah. That's the good shit. I can't remember how it looks. Something like that. It's got an anchor on it, I think. Like that. Yeah, boy! Fucking ill. Let's pop some fucking colour in that shit. A little bit darker than I was expecting it to be, but it's all good. It's all fucking good. How's this grey gonna come out? Is it dark or light? Oh, it's pretty light. That's cool. Ah, it's fucking dope, man. This grey's alright by me. God damn. How about the eyeballs? Can we... Yeah. Sick, man. Oh, I know I said about not using black, but you can throw some in there just for the contrast. For purposes of contrast, yes. You don't want it to be overwhelmed with black. Yeah, throw a bit in. Just to make bits stand out just a little bit. Yeah, good shit. Can we use that grey? Will that make it look shitty, or is that okay to... Not terrible. I'm going to say that's all right. Yeah, they're not Copic markers. And of course, your boy is strapped. Packing heat. To fucking blow suckers away. Fucking Spongebob, arm to the teeth, yo. Always stay strapped for hand-to-arm combat. Yeah. Shall we get some? What colours do we write? Blue. Should we get Gary up in here, up in this bitch? Just throw Gary in the mix. There's some eyeballs. Gary's in the fucking house. Yes. Might darken these lines up a little bit just to, again, add that contrast against the Gary. I could have just outlined the whole thing in black, I suppose, but I was trying to be creative. Sorry if that goes against your personal beliefs. But you can go fuck yourselves. You can eat my dick off. Ah, that's right. SpongeBob and Gary. SpongeBob and Gary. See? Made with fucking a couple of quid. Let this teach you that it's not about the materials you use, but it's about how you use the materials you've got. Yes? Yes. You'll find, of course, this whole video is a roundabout way of me telling you to stop fucking asking me what kinds of pens I use. Because it doesn't matter. You use whatever pens you have to hand and you make some fucking artwork, you bitch. Okay, so that's kind of neat, I suppose. Let's see how it bleeds. Not too terrible. Warped the next sheet slightly. Let's go a couple of sheets. Let's see how we do with some pencils that are probably already broken all the way through now that I've just slumped them on the thing. Cool. Right. What should we draw with these? I think this boy here, it's going to be Squidward, isn't it? Okay, so the pencils are about a piece of shit. Kind of a lost cause. You can't win them all. Okay, but as I always say, who the fuck uses pencils anymore anyway? It's pens. Pens are... So see if we can save it with some 5p ballpoint pens. Let's grab one of each for now. A red and a black and a blue. And they're clicky top ones. Oh, but they're one... click them in and push the... Maybe I'll review these and see how they go. Black. Blue. Oh, the blue feels right. And red. They feel like... So far, they feel like perfectly serviceable ballpoint pens. The ink's flowing quite well already. Yeah, these might actually be okay. Well, I think we just about saved Squidward there. You know, he's far from perfect, but he's doing okay. He's surviving. Clearly not happy about it though. You know, seen better days, but that's so miserable, Squidward. So yeah, the pencils can, you know, fuck off. But like I say, pencils are shit, so don't use pencils anyway. Just use pens. Pens are good. Do all your shit with pens. Point being, you don't need to fucking spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds, or even tens and tens of pounds, or even pounds and pounds of pounds on art materials. Just a couple of quid. Well, so okay, so these pens were okay, a quid. These actually pretty decent for a quid. And some paper for a quid. 3 quid for some shit, and you can make art with them. And then if you were to combine the power of ballpoint, if you imagine if I fucking done the shading on this with these, that'd come out fucking cool. I quite like this, so I don't want to ruin it. I'm gonna leave it as it is. But you know, I could for the future. The point is ultimately there is no point. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you use good pens. Just fucking use shitty pens. Just fucking draw something.